Etherchannel, static routing, spanning tree, switch security, wireless, DHCP, BTP. The IP subnetting has already been done, and the PCs which do not use DHCP have been configured. Default gateway addresses should be the first usable address in the range. The core RTRT should be configured with the first usable address. Okay, this router core RTR. When finished, all devices should be able to ping all other devices. Outbound only from Dallas Wi-Fi PC. Dallas Wi-Fi PC ping only to external devices. Outbound. Okay. Other devices will not be able to ping Dallas Wi-Fi PC. The Dallas Wi-Fi PC will be able to reach all other devices. Descriptions should be used on all configured interfaces. Save your configurations within each device. Okay. Addressing table. Configure the following. Switch configuration. All unused ports on Phoenix Switch 1, Phoenix Switch 2, Phoenix Switch 3, shut down. Access mode VLAN 300 and a description. Phoenix Switch 2. Enable configure terminal interface range. Fast Ethernet 1, Fast Ethernet 2, and Gigabit 01 in use. So unused range is Fast Ethernet 3 to 24 and Gigabit 02. Okay, shut down. Shut down. Okay, very good. And access mode. Switch port mode access. Sorry, switch. Switch port mode access. Enter. VLAN 300. Switch port access. VLAN 300. A description. And user interface. Enter. Exit. Okay, Phoenix Switch 3. Enable configure terminal interface range. Okay, 12 and 24 in use. And Gigabit 01 and 02 in use. Interface range from 1 to 11, from 13 to 24. Okay, in use 12 and 24, so it's from 13 to 23. Okay, 1 to 11, 12 in use, 13 to 23, 24 in use, and gigabit 01 and 02. Shut down. Switch port mode access. Okay, VLAN 300. Switch port access VLAN 300. Okay, don't worry about this message. Description. Use interface. Okay, very nice. Exit. Finally, Phoenix switch 1. Phoenix switch 1. Enable configure terminal interface range. Okay, gigabit 101 and 102 in use, 103 in use, 104 in use. So gigabit 105 to 24. Okay, 5 to 24. And from 111 to 114. Okay, but first this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4 in use, from 5 to 24. Okay, the range is from 5 to 24, the unused range. Shut down. Switch port mode access. Port. Switch port mode access. Switch port access. VLAN 300. Description and use interface. Unused interface. Okay, shut down access VLAN description. Shut down access VLAN description. Okay, exit, and don't forget the ports gigabit 111 to 114. Interface gigabit 111 to 114. Shut down. Switch port mode access. VLAN 300. Description and used interface. Use any description, any text. Exit. Basic configurations on switches. Okay, I will do it on Notepad. Okay, name, host name space, password encryption, service password dash encryption, no DNS attempts, no IP domain lookup, banner message of the day, banner message of the day, unauthorized access prohibited. Unauthorized access is prohibited. Use any text for the banner. I'm using this. Enable secret password class. Enable secret class. Okay, but don't forget the configuration on line console on line BTY. Okay, go to line console 0, only one console 0, password Cisco, login synchronous, okay, timeout 0, exec timeout 0, and login. Okay, don't forget login to permit the access. And the same configuration for BTY lines. Copy this, paste, with line BTY from 0 to 15. Okay, so password Cisco, line BTY from 0 to 15, 16 lines, virtual terminal lines, password Cisco, login synchronous, timeout, exit timeout 0, okay, 0, 0, don't forget 0, 0, and login, okay, at the end hostname, okay, service password encryption, no domain lookup, banner, use any banner, enable secret class, okay, line console configuration, and line BTY configuration, okay, exit timeout, be careful, and copy this, copy. First go to Phoenix Switch 1, global configuration mode, so you will see config, global configuration mode, paste, and the host name space, use this name, use this host name, Phoenix Switch 1, case sensitive, okay, uppercase, okay, uppercase, very good, enter. Okay, review, no errors, no issues. Look at the exec dash timeout space 0, okay. Now do this for all the switches. Phoenix Switch 2, global configuration mode, paste, host name, Phoenix Switch 2, enter. Phoenix Switch 3, global configuration mode, paste, host name, Phoenix Switch 3, enter. Okay, look at this, all these configurations, basic configurations. Now the BTP mode for all the switches is transparent. Okay, go to Phoenix Switch 1. Okay, but also create and name VLANs. Use any name for VLAN 80, 81, 82, 300, and 500. For all switches spanning 3 mode, rapid per VLAN spanning tree, and STP port fast default. Okay, I will do it on Notepad enter BTP mode transparent. VLANs, VLAN 80, name Phoenix 880, VLAN 81, name Phoenix 81, VLAN 82, name Phoenix 82, VLAN 300, name Phoenix 300. Okay, you know this is for parking, for security. VLAN 500, name Phoenix 500. Okay, 500 is native. 80 is management. 300 for parking. So you can use Phoenix management. You can use this Phoenix management 80, for example. Use any name, okay? Don't worry about this. Use any name. Phoenix management 80, okay? 500 native, okay? Phoenix native 500, and 300 for parking. Phoenix parking 300. Okay, don't worry about the names. That's it. And rapid pair VLAN spanning tree mode, rapid pair VLAN spanning tree. Spanning tree port fast default. Spanning tree port fast default. Okay, to apply port fast in all access ports. Okay, apply this on the three switches: BTP mode transparent, VLAN 80, 81, 82, 300, 500. Don't worry about the names, use any name. Rapid pair VLAN spanning tree port fast default. Copy. Phoenix switch 1. Global configuration mode paste. Okay, very good. Phoenix switch 2. Configure terminal. Global configuration mode paste. Phoenix switch 3. Global configuration mode paste. Very good. Spanning tree route. Use this priority. Phoenix switch 1. Go to Phoenix switch 1. Spanning tree VLAN 80, 81, 82. 80, 81, 82. Route primary. Enter. Very good. And verify and show spanning tree. Enter. Okay, root primary will use by default a priority of 32,768, but specify this 24,576. Okay, configure terminal, spanning tree VLAN 80, 81, 82, priority 24,576. 24,576. Enter. This is very good. Okay, and okay, do this only on Phoenix Switch 1. Only on Phoenix Switch 1. Okay. Okay, other channels. Channel group 3. Okay, there is only one ether channel between Phoenix Switch 1 and Phoenix Switch 3. Gigabit 1 and 2 on Phoenix Switch 1, mode desirable. Okay, configure terminal, interface range, Gigabit 101 and 102, channel group 3, mode desirable. Okay, desirable. Okay, to use port aggregation protocol. Okay, desirable. Enter. Okay, port channel 3 is created. Okay, so configure port channel 3. Interface port channel 3 and configure with trunk, configure trunk, and VLAN 500 is the native VLAN. The instructions are not specifying these details, but anyway you need to do it. Okay, interface port channel 3, switch port mode trunk, switch port mode trunk, switch port trunk, native VLAN 500. Okay, gigabit, and go to interfaces 1 and 2, gigabit 1 and 2, interface range gigabit 1 and 2, switch port mode trunk, switch port trunk native VLAN 500. Okay, gigabit 1 and 2, mode trunk, switch port trunk native VLAN 500. Exit, show running config, space, port channel 3, native, mode trunk, gigabit 1, gigabit 2, native, mode trunk, channel group 3 desirable, channel group 3 desirable, and very good. Now configure the other side, gigabit 01 and 02 on Phoenix Switch 3. Go to Phoenix Switch 3. Okay, global configuration mode, interface gigabit 01 and 02, interface range gigabit 01 and 02, channel group 3, mode auto. Okay, auto for port aggregation protocol. Enter. Port channel 3 was created, interface port channel 3, switch port mode trunk, switch port mode trunk native VLAN 500, and now gigabit 01 and 02, gigabit 01 and 02, mode trunk, native VLAN. Okay, first gigabit 01 and 02, channel group 3 mode auto, port channel 3 mode trunk, native VLAN, interface range gigabit 01 and 02, mode trunk, native VLAN. Very nice. Okay, now you can see on Phoenix switch 1, port consistency restored. Okay, very nice. So you can verify, enter, show interfaces trunk. Now you can see port channel 3 is trunk. Very good. Okay, done. Trunks Phoenix switch 1 gigabit 103. Okay, the connection to Phoenix switch 2 trunk and native 500. Configure terminal, interface gigabit 103, switch port mode trunk, switch port trunk native VLAN 500. Okay, up arrow to repeat previous commands. Okay, exit. Phoenix switch 2 gigabit 01 and fast Ethernet 1. Okay, configure terminal, interface range, fast Ethernet 1, gigabit 01, switch port mode trunk, switch port trunk native VLAN 500. Okay, interface range fast Ethernet 1 gigabit 01, fast Ethernet 1 gigabit 01, switch port mode trunk, switch port trunk native VLAN 500, switch port trunk native VLAN 500. Okay, don't worry about these messages. You need to configure Phoenix switch 3, fast Ethernet 24, the connection to Phoenix switch 2, configure Phoenix switch 3. Exit. Okay, global configuration mode, interface fast Ethernet 24, switch port mode trunk, switch port trunk native VLAN 500. Okay, exit. Now you can see on Phoenix switch 2, port consistency restored. Okay, very good. Exit. Okay, verify, exit, show interface strong. On Phoenix switch 2, two trunks, fast Ethernet 1 and gigabit 01. On, native VLAN, trunking, very good. On Phoenix switch 2, two trunks, fast Ethernet 1 and gigabit 01. Okay. Ready. And now BPDU word, maximum 25 max addresses, violation protect, aging time 5. Phoenix switch 2, fast Ethernet 2. Phoenix switch 2, fast Ethernet 2, the connection to the PC, Phoenix switch 2, fast Ethernet 2, interface, fast Ethernet, configure terminal, interface, fast Ethernet 2, Okay, but first configure mode access. Instructions are not specifying these details, but do it anyway. Switch port mode trunk access. Switch port mode access. Okay, VLAN 81. Okay, VLAN 81. Switch port access VLAN 81. Now 25 MAC addresses. Switch port security. Enable port security. Port security MAC address. Okay, 25 MAC addresses. Use a sticky violation protect. 25 MAC addresses, maximum 25. Aging time 5. Aging time 5. Okay, so 5 is the number in minutes. Okay, 5 minutes. And BPDU word spanning tree BPDU word enable. BPDU word enable. Okay, enable. Okay. Ready. Okay, don't forget to configure before all configurations. Configure mode access VLAN 81. Then configure port security and spanning tree BPD word. Okay, the same configuration with v7.02 12 Phoenix Switch 3. v7.02 12 Phoenix Switch 3, the connection to PC VLAN 82. Interface v7.02 12, switch port mode access, switch port access, VLAN 82, and port security, switch port security. Okay, MAC address sticky. Violation protect. And maximum 25. MAC address violation maximum, aging time 5. Aging time 5 minutes. And spanning tree BPDU word enable. Okay, very nice. Exit. DHCP Snooping. Okay, for Phoenix Switch 2 and Phoenix Switch 3. Phoenix Switch 2. Exit global configuration mode. DHCP Snooping. Okay, question mark. specify the VLANs. Okay, this is not the command, this is only for help. Specify the VLAN. VLAN 81, 82. Enter. Fast Ethernet 1 trust, Fast Ethernet 1 trust, Gigabit 01 trust. Okay, trunking interfaces trust. Interface range, Fast Ethernet 1, Gigabit 01, IP DHCP trust, IP DHCP question mark, Snooping trust. Okay, Fast Ethernet 1, Gigabit 01, IP DHCP, Snooping trust. Okay, trust, and Fast Ethernet 2, limit 3. Exit interface, Fast Ethernet 2, the access port, the connection to PC, IP DHCP, Snooping, limit 3. Enter. Okay, limit question mark, limit rate. Okay, limit rate 3. Very nice. Okay, limit rate question mark is DHCP snooping rate limit between 1 and 2048. Okay, very nice. Exit in interface Fast Ethernet 2, IP DHCP snooping limit rate 3. Okay. Similar configurations on Phoenix Switch 3. First, enable DHCP snooping. IP DHCP snooping VLAN 81, 82. Snooping. Okay. Fast Ethernet 24, Gigabit 01 and 02. Interface range, Fast Ethernet 24 and Gigabit 01 and 02. Okay, trunking ports 24, Gigabit 01 and 02. IP DHCP snooping trust. Okay, also if you want in exit interface port channel 3. Okay, the port channel IP DHCP snooping trust. Okay, it's not permitted, but anyway, continue the configurations and Fast Ethernet 12 limit 3. Fast Ethernet 12, the connection to PC. Fast Ethernet 12. IP DHCP snooping limit rate 3. Exit. Okay, very nice. Management VLAN and default gateway. VLAN 80 use IP addresses from Phoenix Management. Okay, Phoenix Management. What's the date? 172.16.80. 0 subnet mask VLAN 80. Okay, use the first IP for the default gateway. Okay, use the first IP for the default gateway. So you can use the second for Phoenix Switch 2 and the third for Phoenix Switch 3. Okay, go to Phoenix Switch 2, interface VLAN. Okay, management VLAN is VLAN 80. Okay, VLAN 80. Interface VLAN 80. IP address 172.16.80. Use the second, the subnet mask 240. The interface changed state to up, so no shutdown is not necessary, so exit. IP default gateway. Use the first 172.80.16.81. Okay, now go to Phoenix Switch 3. Interface VLAN 80. IP address 172.16.83. 255, 240. Exit. IP default gateway 172.16.81. Okay. Interface VLAN 80. Use the third for Phoenix Switch 3. Subnet mask 240. Default gateway, the first one. Okay, ready. Okay, verify on Phoenix Switch 1. For example, use exit. Show interface trunk. 2 trunks, very nice. Port channel 3 and gigabit 3. Port channel 3 and gigabit 3. Show spanning 3. Space. Spanning 3 for VLAN 1, for 80, for 81, for 82, for 300 and 500. Okay, very nice. All is working very good. Now, router configuration. Phoenix Switch 1, basic configuration, hostname, password encryption, DNS, no attempts, password mean length, banner, enable secret. Okay, Phoenix Switch 1 already configured. Remember, you configured Phoenix Switch 1 with basic configurations. So these instructions are repeating except password mean length 5. Okay, show running config space. Okay, hostname, enable secret class is encrypted. IP domain lookup. Banner. Service password encryption. Okay, but add this. Okay, configure terminal. Security passwords. Mean length 5. Okay, it's not permitted. Okay, test on the router's core RTR. Okay, go to core RTR. Enter host name, very good. Password encryption, very good. DNS, okay. Banner, okay. Enable secret, okay. Line console and line BTY, password Cisco, login synchronous, exit timeout 00 login, line console, password Cisco latency Chronos, exit timeout 00, login, beating line from 0 to 15, the same configuration, with add password. Okay, after, okay, copy this, down here, paste, and after enable secret, you can use security passwords min length 5, okay, security passwords min length 5. Okay, copy this. Service password, no IP domain lookup, banner, enable secret, security password min length 5 characters, line console, line bty, hostname. Copy this. RTR router, enable, configure terminal, global configuration mode paste. Okay, security passwords min length 5, very good. With the hostname core RTR, dash RTR case sensitive, enter, very nice. Now go to Dallas router 1, Dallas router 2, Dallas router 1, enable configure terminal, paste, dash RTR dash 1. Okay, enter. Very nice. Dallas RTR2, enter, enable configure terminal, paste, Dallas RTR2, very good. IP routing, yes, on Phoenix switch 1. We go to Phoenix switch 1, global configuration mode, IP routing to permit routing on this layer 3 switch. Permit routing on this layer 3 switch. Very nice. Login block. Okay, use this. 2 minutes if 2 failed attempts within 30 seconds. Okay, login space block dash for 2 minutes attempts 2 within 30 seconds. Okay, 2 minutes, 2 attempts, 30 seconds. 2 minutes, 2 attempts, 30 seconds. Okay, copy. The 3 routers are core, global configuration mode, paste, enter. Dallas 1, global configuration mode, paste, enter. Dallas router 2, paste, enter. Okay. IP address and subnet mask on all interfaces is appropriate. In Phoenix Switch 1, include switch virtual interfaces and make sure gigabit 014 is a router port, no switch port or router port. Okay, this port, gigabit 104. Okay, and start with Phoenix Switch 1. Interface VLAN. Okay, this is the switch virtual interface for VLAN 81, VLAN 82, and VLAN 80. You know, 80 is management for switches. Okay, 80, 81, and 82. Okay. .300 is parking, no IP address. 500 is native, no IP address. 80, 81, 82. Okay. 80 description. VLAN 80, for example. Phoenix management 80, for example. Try to use descriptions in all interfaces. IP address 172.16.81. Okay, one first IP for all the 4 gateways, so use number 1 for this switch virtual interface 55 to 55 to 55 to 140. Enter. Change it state to up. No shutdown is not necessary. VLAN 81. Description. Phoenix 81. IP address 81.1.0. Okay, subnet mask 255 to 55 to 55 0. VLAN 82. Description Phoenix 82. IP address 82.1 255 to 55 to 55 0. Exit. Very good. Config gigabit 104. Interface gigabit 104. No switch port is router ports. Okay. Enter. Description. This is the connection to. Use any description. Is the connection to core RTR. Core RTR. Okay. IP address. Okay. On this subnet 172.16.84. Okay. Phoenix 1 core 172.16.84. Look at the subnet mask. Okay. Use the first port for core. Use the second for switch. Okay, 172.16.84 to 255 to 55 to 55 to 52. Enter. Okay. Very good. No shutdown is not necessary. The port is already on. That's it. Okay, configure core RTR, fast Ethernet 00. Is the connection to the switch. Interface, fast Ethernet 00. Description, connection to Phoenix switch 1. IP address. Use the first on this subnet 172.16.84 255 to 55 to 55 to 52. No shutdown. Very nice. Now serial 000 is the connection to Dallas router 1. Use this subnet 192.168.10.0.252. Interface 0.0.0.0. Description connection to Dallas router 1. Dallas router 1. IP address 192.168.10. Always use the fields as indicated. Core RTR fields address. Okay. 10.1 255 255 255 252. Okay. This enter, no shutdown. Okay, serial 001 connection description connection to Dallas RTR2 IP address. Use the fields, so the network is 8, the field is 9. The fields is 9. 252 subnet mask 252 enter, no shutdown. Okay, be careful with this. Very nice. Okay, 8 is the network, fields is for core RTR. Very nice. And the connection to internet, from core to internet, use this IP address. The interface is fast Ethernet 01. Fast Ethernet 01. And review and show running config. Fast Ethernet 01 needs a configuration. Configure terminal interface Fast Ethernet 01. Description connection to internet. Use any description, IP address 209.165.200. Okay, this is the network address 100, so the fields is 101. 101, 255, 255, 255, 252. No shutdown. Very nice. Okay. Okay, now configure Dallas router 1. Serial 000, the connection to core RTR. Interface serial 000, description, connection to core RTR, IP address. Okay, 10.0 use 10.2. 10.1 is the core, 10.2. Okay. 192.168.10.2, 255, 255, 255, 252. Shutdown. Okay. Now the connection to Dallas router 2, serial 001. 001, description, connection to Dallas RTR 2. The subnet is 192.168.50.32. They use the fields for Dallas RTR1. IP address 192.168.50.32 is the network. Use the fields for Dallas router 1, 33, 255, 255, 255, 252. No shutdown. Now, fast Ethernet 00. Description. Connection to Dallas Wi-Fi router. Dallas Wi-Fi router. IP address. Okay, this 192.168.10.4. 192.168.10.4 is the network. Use 5 because it's the default gateway. Use the first is 5. 255, 255, 255, 252. Okay, look at this. 252. The subnet mask. Be careful. Enter. No shutdown. Okay, and now configure Dallas router 2. Serial 000. Enter interface 000. Description. Connection to core RTR IP address. Okay, 10.8.9 is the core. Use 10.10 for Dallas router 2. 192.168, 10.10, 255, 255, 255, 252. Okay. 192.168, 10.8. 9 is the core. 10 is this router. Dallas router 2, 252. Okay, very nice. Enter. No shutdown. Okay, IP address. Okay, remove this point, this dot. Okay, enter. No shutdown. No shutdown. Very nice. Serial 001. Okay. Serial 001. Description. Connection to Dallas RTR1. Okay. 5032. 33 is 1, router 1. 34, router 2. Okay, use 33 Dallas router 1, 34 Dallas router 2. $50, 34, 252. No shutdown. And fast Ethernet 00. Description. This is Dallas LAN 50. Dallas LAN 50 PC. Dallas LAN 50 IP address. Dallas LAN 50 224. Okay. 50 Dallas LAN 50 224. 192, 168, 50. 0 is the network, 1 is the first. Use the first IP address for all default gateways. 255, 255, 255, 224. Enter. No shutdown. Enter. Okay, very nice. That's it. Okay, all interfaces. Configure a core loopback 10. Go to core interface loopback 10. Description core loopback. Use any description. IP address 192.168.10.12.255.255.252. Okay. Okay, 12 is the network. Use the first 13. Okay, exit. No shutdown is not necessary. Interface loopback, change it, stay to up. Interface loopback 10, description, IP address 13, 252, very nice. Okay. Okay, this core loopback 10 was configured. Is this loopback 10 on core router done. Now configure default routes. First on Phoenix switch 1 to core router using the exit interface. Go to Phoenix switch 1, global configuration mode, IP route. What is the default route? Is this? Okay, and use the exit interface facing the core router, gigabit 104. Gigabit 104. Enter. Next, on core router, access to core router, global configuration mode. Okay, to internet service provider, NetHub IP. Okay, default route, IP route, default route. Use the NetHub IP address. This is the internet service provider. My local interface is the local interface is 209.165.200.1.1. The NetHub is 209.165.200.1.2. Okay, 209.165.200.1.2. Okay, verify, be careful. Very nice. Enter. Now on Dallas router 1. Dallas router 1. Exit global configuration modes. Default route, IP route to core router using NetHub IP. Okay. On this subnet 192.168.10.0, core router is 1, Dallas router 1 is 2. So use 192.168.10.1, the IP address of serial 000 on core router 192.168.10.1. Enter. And Dallas router 2. Go to Dallas router 2, global configuration mode, IP route, and to core router using NetHub IP. Okay, on this subnet 192.168.10.8. The router core router is 10.9. 10.9. 192.168.10.9. Very nice. Okay, and now a route to Phoenix Okay, Phoenix is this this network address. Okay, Phoenix is this okay, the summarization of these network addresses, and use this. Okay, with on core router. Okay, access to core router, global configuration mode, IP route. Okay, the network of these Phoenix networks, and is this 172.16.80, 172.16.80.0. 22 is this 255.255.252.0. Okay, 16 bits plus 6 22 bits. Okay, and use the exit interface on core router facing Phoenix. So the exit interface is fast Ethernet 00. Fast Ethernet 00. But administrative distance 5, space 5, enter. Very good. Now another route to Dallas Wi-Fi on core router. Okay, on core router, a route to reach this destination, the network of the Wi-Fi router. Okay, Dallas Wi-Fi on core. Okay, IP route 192.168.10.4. 192.168.10.4. Okay, look at this 192.168.10.4 prefix 30. So it's 255, 255, 255, 252, and use the NetHub IP address. The NetHub IP address for core is the IP address of serial 0000 Dallas router 1. Okay, so the IP address is 192.168.10.2. 10.2. 192.168.10.2. Okay, enter. Very nice. Then and now route to Dallas LAN 50. Okay, a route for this network, Dallas LAN 50 on core router. This is the network. Okay, this is the network. IP route 192.168.50.50.0. 27 is 255, 255, 255, 224. Use the exit interface. The exit interface to reach this network on core router is serial 001. Serial 001. Okay, and another route on Dallas router 1. Okay, Dallas router 1. IP route, use this network 192.168.50.0, 50.0, 285, 285, 285, 224. The exit interface Okay, you are on Dallas router 1. The exit interface to reach this network is serial 0001. 001. Enter. Very nice. Now, on Dallas router 2, configure SSH. Use any username and domain. Okay, access to Dallas router 2. Global configuration mode. Set the hostname already done. Hostname already configured. Use a domain. IP, the domain name, for example, and CCNA2.com. Username, admin. Use any username, any domain. Okay, admin and secret password. Okay, use a secret password. Admin123, for example. Enter. And now generate the crypto key. Crypto key generate RSA general keys modulus 1024. Very good. Go to lines PTY from 0 to 15. Log in local to use the local username and password, and set transport input SSH. Okay, to use SSH. Then exit. Also, you can configure SSH to version 2, IP SSH version 2. Okay, ready, and configure Dallas Wi-Fi router. Configure static IP for internet connection. Okay, on this network, you have the prefix 30, so you only have 2 IP addresses. Number 5 that is already assigned to Fast Ethernet 00 on Dallas router 1, 5 for Dallas router 1. So the only one remaining IP is 6. So use 6 on internet interface on Dallas Wi-Fi router. Okay, so access the router, Wi-Fi router, graphical user interface, internet static. So use 192.168.10.6. 192.168.10.6. The prefix is 30, so use 255, 255, 255, 252. The default gateway is the router, is 5. 192.168.10.5. The DNS, use the DNS server. Not DNS server. Yes, DNS server is 888. Okay, the Google DNS server. Very good. Okay, and save settings. Okay, save settings. Very nice. Save settings. Okay, very good. Then SSID broadcast. Go to wireless and network name. So use mixed SSID and use DAL Wi-Fi. Case sensitive DAL dash Wi-Fi uppercase WPA personal WPA2 personal for security. Okay, save this, save and go to wireless security WPA2 personal and use this password Cisco class, Cisco lowercase and dash class uppercase. Okay, and use AES, save settings. Okay, for wireless users, configure the DHCP network 10.10.10.0 prefix 24. Okay, go to setup. Down here on network setup, use this. Okay, 10.10.10.0. Use the first IP. Okay, 0 is the network. Use the first IP for the router and use 24 prefix. 24 prefix is this 385.385.0 and 25 addresses issued starting at 50. Okay, start from IP address number 50 and maximum users 25 addresses. Maximum number of users 25. Okay, 10.10.10.1 prefix 24 50 25. Save settings. Okay, save settings. Very nice. And look at the laptop is connected to the Wi-Fi router. Access to the laptop. So go to desktop IP configuration. Look at this. IP address 50, subnet mask, default gateway, DNS. Very good. Now on core router, configure DHCP server for Dallas LAN 50. Okay, for this. But the DHCP server is placed on core router. Okay, so configure on core router, global configuration mode, but first exclude addresses, exclude from 1 to 5. IP DHCP exclude address space. But what is the network? Is this 192.168.50? 192.168.50. 50 from 1 to 5. 1 space 192.168.50 5. 50.5. Okay. Enter. Okay, excluded addresses. Enter. Very nice. Okay, and create a pool. IP DHCP pool. Use this name. DAL-LAN-50. Case sensitive. DAL-LAN-50. Okay, be careful. Enter. Okay. Network, DNS, and default gateway. What is the network? You know, 192.168.50.0. Okay, 192.168.50.0 224. Okay, is the prefix 255, 224. Enter. Okay, is the network. Don't forget network keyword. Enter. Now the default router. You know, the default router is the first IP 50.1. 192.168.50.51. Okay, the IP address of Fast Ethernet 0 on Dallas router 2. Okay, 50.1. Enter. And the DNS server, Google server. Okay, DNS dash server. Okay, very nice. Exit. Okay, and now Dallas router 2 needs to forward the DHCP request to core router loopback interface. Okay, so configure IP helper address on Dallas router 2 to request the IP addresses to core router, but use the loopback interface on core router. Okay, but on this interface, fast Ethernet 00. Okay, fast Ethernet 00 interface, fast Ethernet 00 IP helper address. Ask to the core router loopback 1013. 192.168.10.13. Very nice. Exit. Okay, and when you exceeded 95%, the green check marks should be available. Okay. Okay, go to check results. I have 92%, very good, but go to check results. And you are not be able to look at the items. Okay, so you need to have 95% or more. Okay, close. Okay, review the IP addresses on PCs. Okay, very good. Another PC. Very good. Maybe I forgot some descriptions on interfaces. Go to Phoenix Switch 1. Use show running config. And show running config and enter space. Look at no description on these interfaces. Okay, from on port channel 3, gigabit 1, 2, and 3. 4 has a description. Let's set descriptions port channel 3, gigabits 1, 2, and 3. Space. Okay. These switch virtual interfaces with descriptions. Okay, so use descriptions on port channel 3 and from 1 to 3. Configure terminal interface range gigabit 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Description. Trunkings, they are trunking interfaces. Okay. From 1 to 3, trunking interfaces. Enter. Okay. Exit. Interface port dash channel 3. Description trunking. Okay, exit. Okay, go to Phoenix Switch 2. Enter and show running config space. Okay, review the missing descriptions. Fast Ethernet 1, no description. Fast Ethernet 2 access, no description. This is trunking, this is access port, and gigabit. Okay, gigabit. Okay, Fast Ethernet 1 and gigabit 1 trunking. Configure terminal interface range Fast Ethernet 1, gigabit 1, description, trunking, exit, fast Ethernet 2, access, interface fast Ethernet 2, description, access port, okay, exit, Phoenix switch 3, and show running config, space, okay, port channel 3, and gigabit 0102, fast Ethernet 24, fast Ethernet 12, description, 24, gigabit 0102, okay. Of your terminal, interface range, fast Ethernet 24, gigabit 01 and 02, description, trunking, exit, interface 12, description, access port, okay, exit. Okay, more descriptions on routers, go core RTR and show running config, space, description, very good. Dallas router 1, and show running config, space, description, okay, Dallas router 2, and show running config, space, description, okay, very good. So you can verify the connectivity. For example, go to Phoenix LAN 81 PC and ping, for example, to Phoenix LAN 82 PC, that is 172.16.82.5. Okay, very nice. Okay, ping the switch 1, Phoenix switch 2 IP address. Phoenix is this 80.2. Very nice. Another switch is 80.3. Okay, very nice. Repeat, very good. Ping internet, ping the cisco.com, ping 72.163.4.161. Repeat, very good. Ping DNS server, very good. Ping cisco.com, very good. Ping this another PC, Dallas LAN 50 The IP address is this. Okay, this is missing. Dallas LAN 50 should use DHCP. So DHCP, very nice. Look at this, 192.168.56. Okay, and ping to 192.168.56. Ping 192.168.56. Very nice. Repeat. Very good. Okay, and now you got 96% because I forgot to configure DALAN 50 PC to use DHCP server. And now you can go to check results. Assessment items, and you can review what is missing. All is very good now. And look at Dallas router 2 duration on blocking. Okay, duration on blocking. Login block. Okay, go to Dallas router 2. Dallas router 2. Where is the blocking configuration? Login block for 2 attempts, 2 minutes. Login block for 2 minutes. Okay. So this is not in minutes. This is in seconds. Okay. Layer 3 switch, Phoenix switch 1, core router, Dallas router 1 and Dallas router 2. Do not use this. This is not for minutes, this is for seconds. So it should be Control C, Control B, 120 seconds is the duration, the correct duration in seconds. Attempts 2 within 30 seconds. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 120 seconds. 2 failed attempts. Attempts 2. 30 seconds. 30. Okay? And copy this. Configure on all layer 3 devices. Go first to Phoenix switch 1. Global configuration mode. Paste. Okay. 120, enter. Okay, core router, enter. Configure terminal, paste, enter. Dallas router 1, configure terminal, paste, enter. Dallas router 2, enter. Configure terminal, paste, enter. Okay, 98%. Go and review again, check results. Assessment items, look at all green for now, and route 1 for Dallas router 2, Dallas router 2, route 1, route 0 is okay, route 1, Dallas router 2. Okay, close this, go to Dallas router 2. Okay, only one route. Okay, Okay, this is the default route to reach internet and other networks. Dallas router 2, the default route using the NetHub IP address, very good. Default route, NetHub IP address, NetHub IP address. Okay, very nice. But now I forgot to configure this. Route to Dallas Wi-Fi using the exit interface. Okay, IP route. Use this destination 192.168.10.4, 192.168.10.4, prefix 30, 255, 255, 255, 252. Use the exit interface. Okay, Dallas router 2 exit interface to reach Wi-Fi, and Dallas Wi-Fi is serial 001. Serial 001. Enter. Very nice. Now go to check results. And review. Now route 0, route 1, very good on Dallas router 1. Dallas router 2, route 0, route 1, very good. And Dallas Wi-Fi router, the pool DNS server. Dallas Wi-Fi router, the DNS server. Okay, close. Go to Dallas Wi-Fi router. Okay. Don't forget the DNS server for internet interface is very good. But the DNS server for local network is not very good. So 8888, the Google DNS, and save settings. Save settings, okay. Save settings, very nice. And okay, look at this. Be careful. This is 255, 255, 255, 0. Okay. Save settings. 10, 10, 10, 1, 255, 255, 255, 0. Start IP 50. Maximum number of users 25. Remember that. DNS server 8888. Okay. 10, 10, 10, 10, 0. So use 1. 24 is this. 25 is this, and 50 up here. This DNS servers, very good. Save settings. Okay. Go to PC. Very nice. 99%. Check results. DHCP snooping enabled on Phoenix Switch 2, on Phoenix Switch 3. Okay, go to Phoenix Switch 2. Show running config, and show running config space. Okay, IP DHCP snooping is enabled for VLAN 81 and 82, but enable globally. Use only this. But now enable IP DHCP snooping globally. Okay, copy space, configure terminal. IP DHCP snooping, enter. Okay, and show running config space, and should look like this. Okay, Phoenix Switch 3, global configuration mode space, enter, and show running config space. Very nice. Now you got 100%, my friends. Thank you very much, my friends. Also, merci beaucoup. Muchas gracias. Muito obrigado.